What's up everyone, Edwin Anthony here from Resolutions Design, yet again with another video tutorial from Shopify. In this particular video, we're going to talk about the part 2 of this series that I'm making for everyone here. This is kind of like a first time that I'm making these types of videos because I know that it means a lot to you. And this part 2 is about searching for keywords. We are in the part 2 series of setting up your SEO for your Shopify store. So again, part 2, what we're going to learn today are everything related to keywords, how you need to capture your keywords. Keywords are extremely important as far as part of the process, right? In order for you to establish presence on Google. And let's just dive right in. Again, if you like this type of content, please don't forget to subscribe, press that notification bell. You already know the works, right? That's how you support this channel. But let's get right to this right away. Okay, first, let's understand, for those who don't understand keywords so much, okay, why are keywords important? In this example, we're here on Google. So what we're going to do is we're just going to type in regular keywords, right? So anything you could think of. So in this particular case, we're talking about a candle company. So let's pretend right here, if I type in a keyword called buy candles. If I type in buy candles, Google has a database that, depending on the keywords that you type on the search, it auto-populates those very important companies that show up on page 1. As you guys know, if you guys search on Google, everybody who types in the keyword, they always look on the contents for page 1. It's very odd or irregular for someone to say, sure, let me find out what's on page 2. Right? Barely people ever do this. Anybody who's always doing a search and is going to commit to something, especially when it comes to sales in Shopify, they always stick to page 1. So let's go ahead and pretend like we don't know any of this, right? So what I went here is I typed in buy candles because we are using this example pretending as if we're going to buy candles. And right away we see a few things. We see advertisements from Google Shopping, which another video will come out pretty soon. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to make a video about that. Then we have Google My Business. So Google My Business, this is also important, especially if you have a brick and mortar store, if you have a location where people could actually go ahead and pick up products from your location. And then we have the normal SEO, which is whatever, based on whatever keyword that you searched for, Google is saying, hey, look, Yankee Candle, according to your location, is on #1 listing on Google. It's the #1 placement, right? Not the PPC stuff. PPC stuff I'm going to show you guys in a second. But this is ranked 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, etc. Google AdWords, or PPC, PPC stands for pay-per-click. That stuff shows up something like this. I kind of showed you before. It was like, it says ads. It's links like this, but it says ads. So I'm sure you guys seen a lot of those as well. So understand, now that you guys understand more or less keywords, the real question remains here is that if someone were to try to search for something that you sell, okay, what are the keywords that we should invoke in our website, right? What are the keywords? So that we could start our process and injecting these keywords into your website so that Google checks it out and says, wow, these guys are #1. Okay, that's what this video is about today. All right, so now that you understand this whole concept, let's begin. Let's begin. All right, so one of the first things that we're going to do, we're going to work with several applications today, or several websites, right? We're going to work specifically on Google Ads. So if you had Google Ads, or if you had at one point, but maybe you owe them money and you just don't want to deal with them, like I think I have an account like that. I'm going to be very honest with you. It doesn't matter. Just go ahead and sign up. It doesn't cost anything to sign up, but sometimes they do want your credit card in case if you need to buy some ads, etc. Right? So Google Ads, again, go to the website ads.google.com and you'll probably enter to something like this. And go ahead and get started. Register your company with Google Ads. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin brand new. So all the information I'm showing you here is going to be relevant towards the company that we're doing this for. All right, so let's go ahead and sign in. Oops, excuse me, not sign in. Let's back up here 1 second. We're gonna go ahead and press start now. By pressing start now, we're gonna see here kind of like a wizard, give us your name. And of course I'm using Chrome, so it's gonna automatically say, hey, is it this guy? I'm like, no, it's not this guy. We're doing it for this company right here. Love You Candle Co. That's what we're doing it for. And you're gonna see something like this where it says new Google Ads account or switch Google account. So we're gonna say new Google Ads account. That's what we're gonna do here. So yeah, I'm walking you through the process as if you've never done this before. So of course, if you have done this before, you already have a Google's account, you could go ahead and skip ahead a little bit so that we teach you exactly what to do after that. All right, so what is the purpose of the advertisement goal? What we want to do is we want to get more website sales or signups. Let's go ahead and press next there. What is the name of the business? It's called Love You Candle Co. All right, that's what it's called. Let's see if I could zoom in so that you guys could see what I'm doing here. I don't want you being blind. There we go. Okay, so we have this right here. Let's continue. Your website. So your website, let me go ahead and look for the website. Love You Candle Co. All right, there it is. Let's go ahead and just grab that information there. Okay, next. Scanning the website, learning about the business, doing a little thing in the background there. Let me go ahead and fast forward until we get to the next step. Okay, so it's kind of asking, thanks. People will come here after they click your ad or after they click the destination. It just kind of wants to confirm that that's the website. We say yes, go ahead, please continue. And we have some preliminaries here, show the call to ad, all this stuff. So you could go ahead and try to figure this out. It's almost like a meta title, meta description, that you might have to enter. But the point is that we want to go ahead and start using the actual platform itself. So we're going to go ahead and fill this out. This is not important at this time. Okay, and once you go ahead and add all of this information, you'll notice that you'll come to a section where it starts asking for your credit card. And I'm not going to show the credit card here, but you could go ahead and add your credit card and pretend and choose like the cheapest plan, but they're not going to charge your credit card, right? So what you want to do is once you get to this page here, you go to where it says pending and place pause campaign. Let's go ahead and pause campaign. And by pausing the campaign, what it does is that it does not bill you. It doesn't charge you any type of money. So that all we want is access to this portal here, because there's a tool inside of this application that we need in order to do what we need to do for the keyword research. So that's what I did. I just registered it. I added my credit card, chose the cheapest plan, but then immediately I went and I paused it so that it won't bill me. Just remember that part, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get into the good stuff. All right, so once we are here, let's go ahead. Let me increase the viewership. Sorry about that. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to where it says settings. You're going to see this little toolbar here. And let's go ahead and switch to expert mode. Okay, let's switch to expert mode. All right, let's go to expert mode. Okay, and we have it just like this. And now we notice that all of this stuff kind of changed. Okay, so it seems like Google's products are changing all the time. And once we have done that, let's go again back into the tool settings. Okay, and what we want to do, hold on. Let's see here. Okay, tool settings. There we go. So once you go to tool settings, you should see it look like this. And what we're looking for is this guy right here, the keyword planner. I don't understand why it makes it so difficult just to find this guy right here. But this is the golden one right here, keyword planner, guys. So you get into Google Ads and you come here where it says keyword planner, and this is where we're going to do the work. All right. Refine your keywords. Let's get out of there. Okay, great. So now we are here. Let's see if it allows me to zoom in so you guys could see what's going on. All right, so we are here. Okay, now that we are here, we're going to do several things. Okay, what we're going to do is that we need to start gathering a list of competitor website. We need to see what our competitors are doing. And for this particular company, I went ahead and I asked the owner, what are some competitor websites based on what you're doing who are selling the same thing that you're selling. Not Walmart, not Amazon, not these major corporations. We're talking about smaller businesses to semi-established businesses that compete against the things that you sell. So again, not huge companies, not major corporations, but standard companies. Do some research on that and find out who your competitors are, right? And of course, you could always use Google, just like how I taught you before, how to find competitors, right? So let's pretend that you have a list of competitors, and in this Word document, we went ahead and named them out here. So once you name out your competitors, we have a tool where we kind of like use that we could see which competitor is actually pretty good, right? Because we need one major competitor. I'm not going to do this analysis from all these competitors. I need to see who's rocking it, who's the one that's really killing it right now based on all of these guys. So we're going to go one by one, okay? So this tool that we use, it's called Semrush. So Semrush, I'll leave a link in the bio for you guys. Semrush is an awesome tool that we use in order to find out who's doing what and how they're doing and all that good stuff, right? So we're going to go right here to where it says, let me just zoom in here. Semrush. All right. So I'm going to go right here to where it says domain overview, and I'm going to look up these guys. I'm going to see who's doing what. Who's doing what? All right. So we got the Pretty Honest Shop. Well, what's their website look like, by the way? Let's see how their website's looking like. Okay, not bad. Not bad. All right. It's okay. Good presentation. Shopify website. Got a pop-up going on. Not bad. Okay. And it seems like they got some stuff going on here too. Could use some TLC, but that's another topic. So what's going on with them? Well, it seems like they started their business back in, or it seems like they started getting some SEO back in June 2019, but they really upped their game. Look at that. Look, they really hired somebody between September and October. That's really good. Love seeing companies like this. So this looks pretty good. It's not bad. Let's check out another one. So I'm going to check out another one here. What's the next one up? Next one up is windingwickcandles.com. So comparing to the previous one, this one has 830 monthly organic searches, meaning the search traffic. 830 people on average are coming into this website, and their keywords are golden. Over here, they only have 163, so not so well there. Let's see if I find another company that's probably doing better. Let's see these guys real quick. And I'm doing this one by one to kind of like give you a glimpse as to how these businesses look like, right? And you could even search your business to see how it's looking like. They only got 92 and they're back and forth. They kind of hired somebody somewhere along last year, then they let them go, and then they fired somebody, let them go, and oh, that's not good. Those guys need help as well. So far, the Pretty Honest Shop is doing better. Let's go see the rest of the guys. Let's see, copy. Let's see how these guys are doing. Oh, I should have never closed that out. All right. Let's see how these guys are doing. Okay, not so much. Whatever happened to them? They had 34 organic and boo. So it's like they tried somebody and no, forget it. So not so much going on this one. I think we have two more to go. So we have Brooklyn Candle Studios. Let's see how they're doing. 13,000. Wow, these guys are dominating. We found a new champion. Let's put this in first place there. And these guys are killing it, doing very good stuff. We're going to keep them there. Okay, we're going to search one more, and then we're going to continue. This one's called PF Candle Co. Let's see how these guys are doing. How are these guys doing? Whoa, these guys are doing 32.4. We got to see what these guys are up to. What type of websites are these guys running, right? Ah, look at that. Yes, very custom, very professional. Beautiful branding on this one. Gorgeous branding. Let's see what these guys did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is looking really, really nice. Okay, so we got a winner. We got a winner right here. In fact, I like these two, but I'm going to say these guys are the one. And based on their top keywords, you could see that there's a lot of branding keywords. They're getting tons of visits every month. And right here, the competitive positioning map, the company that we're talking about here, the PF Candle Co., these guys are just killing it. They have a lot of keywords and they're very strongly positioned here. But then right after that is this other company called Cosmology. That's none of our business. We're going to stick with this guy right here. So we chose this guy. This guy is it. Champion. Let's go to the next step. What we want to do is that we want to grab this keyword, right? Let's make sure that this, not keyword, but the URL. And we're going to go to the keyword planner. And on the keyword planner, we want to come here to discover new keywords. And from here, we have two options. We're going to say start with some keywords or start with website. We're going to use both. But the first one we'll use is start with a website. And you guessed it. The website who we're going to target is this guy right here. The champion of 32.4 thousand, right? 1,000 people coming in monthly. So let's go ahead and have Google generate the results for us. I'm not paying for this, by the way, guys. This is something that's totally free. Let's get this guy out of the way for a second. And we have a series of keywords, right, that they're ranking on. Teak and tobacco candle, like all of these guys. And the competition is pretty high. All right, so we have a lot of these, okay? So what we're going to do is that we are going to, let's see here. Let's see if there's an option to refine. No, not yet, but they're planning on it. Okay, so let's go here where it says download keyword ideas. We want to download this in a CSV. We want to extract this information. And I'm going to go ahead and press download on that. And I'm going to look for it right here on Finder. And then on Finder, PF Candle Co., right? So this guy right here, I'm going to press enter, PF Candle Co. keywords. I'm going to type that right there, okay? And then I'm going to show you my desktop. I'm going to grab this. Boom. That's the first file that I want. I got one more to go. Okay. One more to go. So now that I've gotten those CSVs, let's go back into now starting with some keywords. What are some keywords that we're looking for, right? So now we're going to just try typing in some keywords that we feel are adequate because we already got a whole bunch from Google, right, from that particular website. And I'm going to go back to Semrush. And then from here, I'm just going to go back into where their top organic keywords are. We could see that there's like almost 3,103. Let's go ahead and view these details. Let's see what these guys have to say, right? What are the keywords? And what can we see here? We see some keywords there. We see positioning. Positioning means that like what from, so you remember Google, first, second, third, fourth, you remember that? So positioning means exactly that. Like in Google, based on this keyword, they're positioned, or they were positioned number 23 just for the word candle. But week after week, they dropped to level 27, meaning that they went further. So they had a drop of -4. Nevertheless, this keyword, if someone were to find it, has a volume of 246,000 people that search for it every month. Just the word candle, right? And it has a percentage traffic of 1.41, right? Based off of this, the percentage traffic, okay? So it doesn't seem like they're doing very well, but they're still aiming for them, right? So candle might definitely be the first keyword that we want to add here, okay? Very competitive. So I'm going to type in candle. I'm going to press comma, then the space bar so that the word candle becomes a blue pill, just like that. You see that? Okay. I hope I'm not getting too technical for you guys because, like I said, watch this video slowly, press rewind. And if you like this type of stuff, you like how the way I teach, all I ask is not for money, just for a blue like button, subscribe, and that notification bell. And then also let me know in the comments if I missed out on anything. All right, let's continue. So we got candle. What's another one? We want to put a few in here. And based on our client, let's see, Moonrise, PF. Look, PF, well, that's branded, right? Soy candles is another one. Let's type it up. Right? Soy candles. Okay. Best candles. That's another one. Where did I see best candles? Look, right here. I saw that. These guys are way far, but still has good traffic. Let's see here. Red diffuser, reed diffuser. No, not doing that. Candle jars. Nope. Let's see here. So let me just fast forward so you could see how everything populates. All right, and there we have it. So we have a total of 10 keyword pills, like how you would see them there. And that is our limit, right? So we got candles, soy candles, best candles, candle store near me, you name it. We have all of this stuff right here. And now that we have all of these keywords, let's go ahead and say get the results again. Okay. We want Google to make keyword suggestion ideas based on the things that we are searching, so that Google could search in their database and then they could tell us, hey, look, these are some keyword ideas because they have tons of high ranking and they have these values per click. Okay. So now that we have this information, let's go ahead and download that too. Let's download that separately into a CSV report. And in this one, I'm just going to name it something else. I'm going to name it Candle Keyword Planner. That's a CSV right there. And let's go ahead and put this on our desktop so that we could easily find that. Okay, great. Now we have two right here. Awesome. Okay, so now we're pretty much done with the keyword planner. The next step is to open Google Sheets. So next step is go to Google Sheets, or if you have, if you guys rather use Excel, Microsoft Excel, that's fine too. But I like to use Google Sheets because it's straightforward. So let's go ahead into Google Sheets, sign in. And on this one, I'm going to go ahead and use my account. All right. And then from here, I'm going to click on this plus sign to start a new blank worksheet. Okay. And from here, I'm going to call this worksheet Love You Candle Co. Keywords. Okay. Keywords. That's what we're doing. All right. So from this, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to press File and I'm going to press Open. From here, I'm going to press Upload. And from Upload, I'm going to first bring in that PF Candle Co. I'm going to bring that in here. You saw how I dragged that CSV in there. Okay. And in this particular case, it opened up something totally different, which is perfectly fine. We could actually use this file if we prefer to. No problems there. So yeah, let's just use this file here for simplicity purposes. From here, what I'm going to do is clean out this data. We're going to clean out this data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this guy right here, this corner. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a little Excel course, right? And once I click this corner button right here, it's going to select the x-axis and y-axis and all that stuff. I think I said that incorrectly, but you get my point. And from here, I'm just going to focus on these two guys between A and B. I'm going to make sure that my mouse is over here so that you see how my mouse kind of turned into that right arrow. I'm going to do that and double click in between those two columns right there so that this could get spread out automatically. Okay. And then I'm going to click away so that all of this is viewable. All right. I'm going to delete column B. I don't need currency. Right click, delete column. Don't need it. Okay, so I have that. And then the rest, I'm not going to delete the columns, but rather what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to select all contents here. And I want to, let's see here, clear columns C through W. I don't need them. So we cleared them out. Okay. Now that we cleared those out, let's get rid of rows 1 and 2. So let's go ahead here and delete rows 1 and 2. Let's put these keywords into, or these headers as bold. And now we have this here. Wonderful. Okay. Also on this numerical value here, let's see if I could zoom in so you guys could see what's going on. Okay. Now that you guys see this here, I'm just going to do some formatting because I have OCD like that. If you have OCD too, let me know in the comments. Join the OCD squad. Let me know. From right here, what I want to do is I want to format this into a number because I like to see that comma. Let's get rid of some decimals because we don't want to see the cents, right? And yeah, that's what I want to see, the 5,000. Okay, great. Now that we have that there, we're going to see how many did we import. Ooh, look at that. We imported 1,642 keywords. That might not be relevant 1,000%, but it really has strong suggestions based on the industry. We have one more to go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to either open on Google Sheets or on Excel. In this case, I'm going to do Excel. But this time it's going to be the other CSV file. Remember the one that we did for the keywords right here? So I'm going to open this on Excel. Again, you could do this on Google, however you want, and kind of do the same thing. So I'm showing you on both platforms how this could be done. Triple click on that. Okay. And doing the same thing here. Let's see if I could zoom in so that you could see what's going on. Let me put this at 150%. Okay, somewhere along those lines. All right, so I'm going to delete this. I'm going to go ahead right here. All of these guys, I don't care. Okay. And don't need these two. All right. Now let's get all of these guys right here. So all of these guys, we're going to go and drag down as much as we can. Or if you guys know how to use that shortcut on your keyboard, you guys could do that too. Let's see if I could show you guys how to do that shortcut thing. So right here, what I do is that I pressed shift. I press a shift button on my keyboard and I hold down the shift button on my keyboard. Then I press one time to the right so that I can select both of these guys right here. And while I'm still holding the shift button, I don't let go of the shift button. I also press and hold my command button. If you're using PC, I believe it's the control button. Okay, click and hold that. So now you have two buttons pressed down. It's the shift and it's the control, or it's the shift and it's the command if you're using a Mac. And I'm just gonna press down until I reach all the way to the bottom, right? So right here, it's 2,508 keywords that we have selected, okay? I'm gonna let go of those two buttons. You can let go of all buttons. And anywhere within this highlighted area, just right click on it and press copy, okay? Press copy on it. Now we could get this Excel out of the way, okay? Let's minimize this, all right? Cool. Now let's go back into Google. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the last one. And I'm going to press Control V on PC, or on the Mac, it's Command V, so that I could paste the rest of the keywords. And there you have it. See that? The rest of the keywords there. Okay. So now our list is pretty long. Our list is like what? 4,149. The problem with this setup here, guys, is that there are now some duplicates. There might be some duplicate keywords, and of course some keywords that we don't want because they're branded, which is okay. So what we want to do, let's go ahead into this next step real quick. All right, so before we go ahead and continue, what we're going to do is we need to clean out some of this data. Let's go ahead into click right here into the header for monthly searches. We're going to click on this guy right here. So the filter, we're going to click on this filter right here, and it filters everything out. And we're going to click on this cone right here, this first one. And we want to search for those that are coming out as blanks. We don't want that information. So I'm going to click on clear. I'm going to click on blanks, and it's going to show me these guys. These guys, they're not showing anything. So let's go ahead and delete them. Oops, hold on. So let's go ahead and delete these guys. All right, so I'm going to delete these rows. And let's go ahead and click this one, select all, okay. And so now we still have our list. It's down to 4,144. And right here, there are none that are set as blanks. That's very important, because if you go ahead and follow the next steps while having blanks, this is not going to work out pretty good, okay? Let's disable the filters, and let's go to the next step. So next step, let's go to column D here. And what we're going to type in on this header is unique, okay, keywords. And then for right here, monthly searches, meaning how many searches do they have. Now, why is this necessary? Because what we want to do is we want to grab all this information here, and there's a lot of duplicates going on here because we combined two databases from Google. So because of that, we want to get rid of all we want here is the unique keywords. We don't want duplicates. We don't want things coming out twice. So let's go right here to cell number D2 and let's type in a formula. This one's going to be called unique. Okay, we're going to click on this guy right here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to click on A2, cell A2. I'm going to click on that. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to click and hold the shift button, click and hold the command button on a Mac. If you're on a PC, click and hold the shift button, click and hold the control button, both at the same time. Okay. Then press the arrow button on your keyboard to the right one time. Then also do the same by pressing down on your keyboard. Okay, and that selects the whole thing. All right, now that we have the whole thing, let's go back over here into our formula with my mouse. I let go of everything from the keyboard. I'm going to click right here on my mouse and I'm going to close the bracket. Close meaning shift 0. Close the bracket right there. You saw that? And then press enter or return on your keyboard. And what that's going to do, it's going to bring all this stuff right here. So let's double click to expand. We could see these keywords. Now these keywords, they're not duplicate. If I scroll down, you'll notice that it's not the same length. Look, it stops right here. See that? It stops at 3,564, right? Unique keywords. That's what we wanted. Okay, we're almost done, guys. So let me go over here, do this again. Okay, so I'm just going to do one of these and then boop, boop, there. Now that's matching. All right, now let's get this sorted out because we want to see which ones are the best keywords. What we want to do is we want to save these guys as values because right now everything that you're seeing here is a formula that's dependent through these guys right here. And that's what's going to make the next part pretty challenging. Okay, guys? So again, don't be scared out of these Excel things. We just want the best keywords. That's what we're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the selection thing again. I'm going to press shift hold on the shift button, on the command button. Let's go ahead and select these guys all over again. Here we go, 3,563. Okay. So we're going to go here to copy, right? We're going to press Control C or go right here where it says file. Or excuse me, edit copy. We're going to press copy, right? And then we have all of these guys ready to go. All right, let me just do that again there. Yep. Right click, copy. Now right click, paste special, paste as values only. Okay, as values only. As values only, what it does is that it takes away the, you notice right here, see that? It took away the formula. We don't want the formula anymore because we already got the results here. And that being said, we could go ahead and get rid of these guys as well because we don't need them anymore. We don't want them to be in the way. Delete those columns. Let's delete column A as well. Let's go ahead and delete that one right there, okay? Now let's go ahead and press our filter. All right. Let's go ahead and filter this out, Z through A. There we go, finally. Okay, so this is here. So we got all these big boy keywords, right? Let me see if I go ahead and do one of those. And let's format this again. I want this to be a number, but I don't want those numerical text. Okay, so we have candles, and then candle scented, candle soy, candle best, candle make. Candle near me. Look at all these great keywords. These are awesome keywords. They're amazing keywords. Okay. And this is where I wanted to get you at. So now at this point, now as a business owner, we must decide what keywords can we start off with because we have just narrowed down the best keywords based on monthly searches. Just candles alone, monthly searches, it gets about 500,000, almost half a million. That's crazy, isn't it? So let's go ahead and start highlighting these keywords here. So I'm going to go overhead right here. That's one. I'm going to select up until 10. Okay. Now remember, when it comes to SEO, it's a grinding game, right? Where you have to put effort in order to compete, because just like how these keywords are very high searches, they're very highly competitive as well. So let's go ahead and select that one. Let's select this one right here next, or let me just use this one right there. Boom, that's 2. I'm gonna select 10. So there's candle soy, right? That's 3, okay? I chose these guys right here, and now I have the top 10 keywords in order for me to go ahead and start my project on SEO for my Shopify store. This process was extremely important, and a lot of people, what they do is that they hire companies in order to figure out what are the best keywords out there, right? And yes, you could spend a lot of money, even with us, right, in order for us to do this for you, because you saw the process. That's just the keywords, right? But then after that, there's tons of things that you have to do with these keywords, right? You have to write content. You have to make sure that the meta tag, meta descriptions, all tagging, there's just so much that needs to be done. But it starts here, right? It starts by doing all of this research and ensuring that you have the proper keywords based on its monthly searches. And then whatever efforts that you do from there, then at least you know that you're heading in the right direction when it comes to keywords, okay? So I hope that this video was very helpful. I know that it was a little bit on the analytics side. It was a little bit on the technical side. You had to kind of like use Excel. We had to use Google AdWords, Keyword Planner. We had to use that. We had to download some files. We had to, massage some Excel files. It's intense, but that's just so you know that when you hire an SEO company and they're asking you for X amount of dollars, this is one of the tasks that is done. And that's why these businesses, that's why they do what they do. Mind you, you might wonder how much money are these guys spending in these types of services. Let's go to this other website as a bonus, guys. I'm going to go to spyfood.com. Spyfood is free. It's a very good website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter in that URL for that particular company just to see what they are doing. And as you can see, when it comes to their marketing, they spend both on Google PPC, in other words, on marketing with Google Ads, but they also spend crazy money on SEO. And as you can see, this company monthly, their SEO is worth $25,000. But check this out. Look at all of this organic compared to the spending that they're doing on pay-per-click. And pay-per-click, they're probably not even pushing $1,000. Probably just on retargeting ads, right? The real game is SEO. And that is the real reason, guys, why I'm making this video. Because it's not just about making tutorials and showing you how to build your website. Well, what happens when you have to market it, right? And I'm also showing you guys what we do. I'm not showing you every little detail, but I'm showing you the main principles as to what needs to be done so you could see how much effort is required in order to do these services. If you want to, you could go ahead and roll up your sleeves and do it yourself, no problem. But just remember, it's going to take some type of technical skill as well as time invested in order to get this done correctly. That's why these companies pay agencies like us in order for us to do this type of thing, okay? Now, what's interesting even more so here, these guys have been doing this for 7 years. One of the most difficult pills to swallow for companies when dealing with SEO agencies is that they're like, wait, what are you trying to tell me? You're trying to tell me you're going to charge me this month? You're going to charge me this amount of money, and I'm not going to see any type of money until 8 months later, or maybe up to a year? That's right. That's how it works. And most companies are like, oh, no, I can't gamble that hard, right? But then look at this company. They've been gambling like that for some time now, and they're seeing a massive return on their investment, which is why you should do the same. Okay. All right. Thank you so much again. If you like this type of content, I repeat, just leave a like, go ahead and leave a comment, throw that blue like button, and let me know what you thought about this part too. I have a preliminary part that's going to come out that's going to talk about the basics. It's going to talk about everything related to SEO, how you understand the marketing, all that stuff. So it's going to be like a part 1 or like a pre-part 1 type of thing. And then after that, I'll go ahead and continue on with the series. But let me know how valuable this is. Is this valuable for you? Is this important for you? Because if it is, you're watching all the way towards the end of the video, Let me know in the comments if this was very useful and if you like my training style. Other than that, see you next time.